Hello everybody, Sasha here.
It is March 31st, 2025.
Once again with the video of Air Canada. We are at the exciting level right now where we can look for some good trades or some good opportunities to jump into the trades. Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. With all the tariffs looming at the moment, we are looking at the great opportunity to, well, take advantage of the markets. So first, let's start with the Air Canada. We have a monthly chart here of Air Canada. As you can see here, I'm going to just pull my tool right there. All right, so we can see here that this is a level where the market was trading, which is basically this channel that's been working for months now. Every single candle represents months of trading. But now we are at the bottom of this channel here, and this is the great opportunity for us to look for the trades. Why? Because, well, take a look how many times market bounced off the same level here. And now today, finally, we are looking at a great opportunity on a weekly chart. Let me just delete this quickly. All right. I'm going to switch here to a weekly chart. All right, so the reason I'm having this line right here, this black line right here, is because I don't know if I explained that before in markets, but when you look at the charts and we pull it towards back, like into history, which we always usually look into history, right? We can see the market was having a struggle or had a problem going through that area while it was going and working into the upside of the market, right? So when it was progressing into positive, right? So we can see bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. And then we can see these here levels. This is after COVID, when the market fell from 50 almost to, well, it went down all the way to $9.27. And that was, well, the lowest, I think, on a Monday, 16th of March of 2020. Where everything pretty much crashed at the time. However, that doesn't really concern us. We are looking for the new trades, so this is not important. The important part is that we looked at the history and we know that the market had an opportunity to bounce from there. It was more significant at the $15 or $14.96, around that area. You can see how many times market actually bounced off of that area. Right here is, we have again $15. These levels are called the psychological levels, round numbers. So 15, 16, 17, 18, all these like a full-on numbers. Like, you don't look at, let's say, 1451. You're looking at a number 14, you're looking at number 15. So those are your levels that you would be calling them basically psychological levels, or where most of the traders are looking to jump into trades. Okay, so when you see that kind of stuff, we are also expecting for the market to react to that level. And then, as we can see here, we had a huge slope right there. Okay, market was coming down. I can show you with a tool. So we had the bounce over here, beautiful piercing line right here. Okay, this was a beautiful piercing line telling us that at this level here, the traders are actually looking into trades to get into positive again. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 inside candles that were basically inside this green candle. There are also doji bars. If you remember, I was talking about doji bars. Those are indecision bars, but basically also telling us that the market is actually having a second thought if it's going to continue down, or it's going to change direction. So now at that level, we have that kind of a sniper looking thing that I always talk about. It's a bullseye, right? This is the bullseye area. It's $15, okay? After these 4 weeks of trading, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see here, right? We get this beautiful engulfing bar that engulfs basically this whole area here. All these little dojis are basically engulfed, and after that market just took off all the way to $26. All right, why we stopped there? Well, if we look at the market right then again, okay, I'm gonna just take a look quickly here. If you can look at how many times we had a bounce right here, bounce here, bounce there, market couldn't penetrate through this area, couldn't go any higher than that, and of course you're expecting for the market to bounce at the same time to the same level, right? So I'm gonna just mark it and put it back in here. Okay, so you can see what I'm trying to show you here. So since this was a very significant area for us before, okay, now we're expecting for this area to become, again, this area to become a profitable area, or we are looking for the bounce to the upside from this area, right? Okay, so that's again our bullseye. All right, so let me take this away so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so we had a huge drop over here. Nobody basically was willing to pay a higher price of that. Now we are sitting at the 14, which is a round number again. As you can see this morning when the market opened, or this week opened, we had this beautiful wick here. I'm going to enlarge it right here one more time so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can see that the market, maybe here, okay, so you can see this level here. All right, first of all, the news was announced right here that AirCanada is announcing the new routes for their flying. Okay, so as I explained before, what does it mean? So this is the support level. Okay, this is support level. This is a $14 support level. People are looking to trade off the bounce to the upside. Okay, first of all, it's a great opportunity to jump in. The stock is not as valued as it was before, so it's a good bottom. If you're looking for bottoms to trade, this will be the bottom. Again, I'm not going to predict anything because I need this candle to close. Again, we make decisions only when the candles are closed fully. This one is still active, a new candle. So what I'm expecting for this candle to do, basically, at least go 70% into this candle. So close off around that area here so we can have a nice, beautiful body into this candle. Black or green or whatever color you have on your charts, all right? And so we can see that the market is actually trying to regain a momentum to the upside, right? So after this candle, I hope that this is going to end up like that way. This is not, again, a prediction until the candle is fully closed. But let's say if we have the same scenario as we had before, we had a piercing line, which would be this, okay? And then we have few dojis inside trading, okay? Inside this candle, and when I'm talking about inside trading, this means that it's within this area, so basically indecision, and then market, let's say, fall and to test this area again, which many times it does happen. If we get a beautiful pin bar, okay, or hammer, whatever you want to call it, that indicates that the market is changing direction into a positive. After the break or top of the candle, we can start trading into the positive, okay? What would be our targets? Well, the targets would be about $26, I think. We're still in this consolidation area or this channel or whatever you want to call it, and then we can see how far it's going to take us. But top of the channel would be at $26. If we look at it here, it's $26 is marked right there. So if this end up being this weekly candle closing on into this and basically breaking this kind of a candle into 70%, so basically pierce into this trading session. If this candle closes the strong way, we would be able to look for opportunities to jump into the trades, okay? At the moment, the way it looks like, okay, this is, again, now indecision candle. This will never end up being a pin bar because pin bars are let me just show you or remind you what the pin bar is. So we have a previous candle with a top wick and the bottom wick. So this is the previous candle. If it's a proper pin bar, the body of the candle of the pin bar, so this little body has to close within inside this bar, okay? So it has to be here. It cannot be like this, okay? Let me just show you like this. So, all right, if we go and have something like this, like we have right now, you can see the body is right here, and the wick is here, and this wick, let's say, go like this long, okay? This indicates that the market might change, but this is not a pin bar. The body of this is not closed within previous bar, okay? It's not closed within the previous bar, okay? This is the bottom of this candle here. This body can never close inside this bar because the bottom of that body here is already below this candle. So this is not a clear signal where the market is going. So as I always do with my educational videos, I always tell you how and what to look for, okay? So these are the amazing opportunities for you to look for great opportunities to trade, okay? So once again, this is not a suggestion for anybody to jump in. You make your own decisions. I'm just making you into a proper technical trader and to know what to look for in the market. All right, so that's basically how AirCanada looks like at the moment. The market is still weak. We have 2 days before the tariffs are announced, so this might move or push the market a little bit lower here. That means that it might give us a better opportunity to jump in. We might have almost $13 jump in or trade in opportunity. So the lower the merrier. Like, you know, this is what we're looking for. We are looking for bottoms. We are not making predictions of what market might do. We're looking for the bottoms. We are looking for great opportunities with the candles that are going to explain to us that what the market is actually doing. All right. So if you remember from my previous lessons, and if you can go on backwards and look at all the lessons that I did before, we are looking for 3 things to line up in order to jump into a trade. Okay, so that's the first one is the support level. So we have to have a strong support level where market bounced before. Okay, so that's one opportunity, right? Second opportunity or second thing we are looking for is usually a trend. We don't have a trend at the moment, but we have this channel where the price is contained inside. Right now it's outside the containment, but it might as well end up being coming back just as this one did. Okay, so we might close on the other side. So a couple opportunities. So we are looking for the trend. We are looking for the opportunity from where to trade, which is support and resistance levels. And the final thing we need is the candle pattern or candle itself that gives us opportunity to jump into a trade. So that will confirm the move, and once we have a move confirmed, that's basically when you make a decision to jump in. So in this case, let's say we're looking right here, we had a great strong support at the $15. We had the market falling. Okay, we had a piercing line. This candle is called piercing candle, or closes almost 70% into the previous candle. Okay, so that gives us an opportunity or explains to us or is telling us that basically market is trying to change its mind and it's at great level. All right, and then we get these indecision candles. We have 4 of them, so that's 4 weeks of trading with no proper direction of the market. And then when the 4th week closed, the 5th one opened. We didn't know what was going on, but however, when the fifth week opened, sorry, when the fifth week closed, okay, and this candle became a full candle, we have this engulfing bar or candle that engulfs all these 4 weeks of trading. So it gives us a clear indication where the market is trying to go. Once the top of that candle was broken, that was your entry signal to go along, okay? And then basically long means to buy into the market, all right? Where we expect the market to go, well, it will stall, or sometimes it will kind of do, these kind of wiggly woggly things in the middle of this channel, but the top, or basically the main target for us, is the top of the channel, which was $26, where market actually exactly came into play. All right, so that's basically what it is. Okay, this pattern here, it's called the dark cloud, because basically the previous candle is fully green or fully bullish, and then we have engulfing bearish candle broken below, market broke below $24 and just continued on all the way down. And where are we stalling now, or where people are looking to jump into trades again? Well, these psychological levels, I was expecting it to stop at the $15. That was a strong level before, but we have a psychological number 14 as well as 13 that's barely coming close to that. So as you can see, this candle is still live. So that's what we're expecting for the market to do. I'm expecting this candle to give us a little indication where to. We have a few dojis in here to take a look, and probably get the same pattern as we did here. If we get a confirmation of the market going into the upside, that will be your bottom to buy into. A few days ago, I was reading somebody's comment. Somebody jumped into trade about, I would say, like around this area here, and bought, I think, about $25,000 worth of stock. If you're a long-term trader and you have you have a huge, like a stop losses, so you are able to trend the market basically to the lowest levels, then you don't really care, because you're going to hold this stock for a long time. But as a trader, so that's a long-term investment. But as a trader, we would never jump into any of these trades. You can see that market is clearly in a downtrend. Let me clean this one more time for you so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, you can see clearly the market is in downtrend, and we have nothing to rely on to say, oh yeah, it's going to this direction or that direction, right? You can just clearly see that we are just dropping down like a, somebody shot the bird. Look at that. It's just few candles that are kind of slowing down, but nothing major that would say like, oh my, this is going to be a reversal. Plus, there's no support or resistance in those levels. I don't understand why anybody would just jump into this area. This is a clear lesson for people that actually don't know what they're doing. They just buy it because they think it's a good price to buy, and this is just not the right time to do it that way. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the technicals. I will go into more details. Just let me know which stocks you want me to look at, and I'll be more than willing to take a look at them. I will try to at least make 2 videos weekly. One is going to be usually published on Mondays, and one for the end of the week. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for coming back and watching what's going on. I will do my best to be there at least twice a week and show you videos. If you're interested in anything, drop me a note in the comment section. Let me know which charts you would like to look at if you're not sure what the market is doing. Once again, this is not a suggestion for anybody to get into any trades. I'm not giving you any advice to where to buy, sell, or hold any trades. This is just a learning curve for everybody to understand how the markets actually operate and how to look for good bottoms or tops, where to get out of the market or where to get in. Okay, so once again, this is not an advice for anybody to trade, to buy or hold any securities. This is just the way I see the markets. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful time. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you on Friday. Take care. Bye.